Mm-hmm.
But now we're going to move on to Fantasy Sports with Dan.
Oh,
hey, y'all. Well, this is my fantasy couple minutes here. And we are going to talk about the Millie Maker on DraftKings. Hopefully I can help somebody win $1 million this week. My picks this week are a little bit contrarian with a little bit of what we call chalk. Chalker is a player that will be heavily played.
Chakra like Naruto?
That chalk life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not chakra. So my first pick is Drew Brees. He is on a roll. He is playing at home. Philly is coming in on a short week, and his ownership percentage will probably fall between 6 and 10%, meaning he'll be a low-owned quarterback, even though he is the most expensive QB on the board. He definitely has 300-yard upside. He has 4 touchdown upside. So I'm excited to see that.
If Drew Brees doesn't give you 300 yards and Dak gave you 273, something wrong with him.
Well, it could happen if the running game gets going against Philly. But we know Philly, you need to attack their cornerbacks and their linebackers. So Alvin Kamara, I'm pairing him with Drew Brees because he is getting 30% of the usage out of New Orleans. DraftKings is a PPR format, so it's point per reception, and Kamara will not only get you yards on the ground, he will get you reception yards and touchdowns. I paired him with David Johnson, another player that is on the come up. They are going against the worst defense in the league with Oakland. Not only that, he's getting heavy usage again, as we can see by the last 2 weeks. We'll move over to the wide receiver position. Corey Davis has been getting between 7 and 9 targets a game. If he converts 5 or 6 of those, are usually 15 yards here, 15 yards there, and those add up. So he's also Marcus Mariota's only red zone target really anymore. So I just think he's a good, he'll probably be high owned because he had a good game last week, but he's definitely on the come up. And if you want to save some money, you could swap out Breeze and pair Corey Davis there. Down to the tight end, New York Giants are like the worst versus the tight ends. We saw what happened with Greg Kittle on Monday night, and O.J. Howard is just as good as Greg Kittle, so I see Ryan Fitzpatrick going to him. And then I'm stacking the Ravens defense. I'm throwing them everywhere. They're going to be in 100% of my lineups. I just don't think Andy Dalton on the road with no A.J. Green is going to be able to stand up to the Baltimore defense. So those are my picks for the Millie Maker this week. Quick reference, if you don't like David Johnson, Zeke is also an option. I just think he's going to be so highly owned in this tournament that you need to pivot away from him if you want to win that $1 million. Good luck to everybody this week. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to T.A.T.S.